Hello Libra, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be doing your weekly reading for the week of May 31st to June 6th. We're going to be pulling 6 cards for you this week to get just like a general idea of like where you're heading. And this is a general reading, so if this doesn't apply to everybody, just kind of like take like what resonates with you and just discard what doesn't resonate with you. But if this does resonate with you, please check out your moon and rising videos as well. So we're going to pull multitude of cards here. Our first card is going to be where you are coming from, Libra. Our second card is going to be where Libra is kind of heading, like the general direction. The next 2 cards in the middle for Libra, one on top of the other. The top card is going to be for any problems that Libra is facing, and the bottom is going to be for any solutions. Our next one is going to be for any guidance to help render a solution to those problems. And here, our last one, we have an outcome card for Libra. So this is basically like what's like the end goal for where Libra is heading. So Libra, and where you're coming from, we have here the 5 of Cups. So you're coming from a place of maybe feeling like a little neglected, or maybe you're kind of crying over spilled milk right now. Maybe there's some like bad things that have happened, but you still have like a couple good things going on in your life for you. Here, in where you're heading right now, we have the Page of Pentacles. So you're maybe starting up like some new opportunity, Libra. So that might be positive to see. Like maybe you were in a situation where you were kind of focusing on like your loss, but then you turn around and you realize, oh, I still have these wonderful opportunities ahead of me. So that could be something right here. It could just be that you've realized some kind of new opportunities that you have, Libra. Here in the problem that you're facing, we have the Page of Cups, and it's a problem card. I could see this as like a little bit of like emotional immaturity, perhaps. Maybe there's like an inability to like cope with something that's going on in your life right now. And as a solution, we have here the 9 of Swords. So it could be that you're facing, a lot of people would say that this has to do with like just anxiety, but this could also be some kind of like oppression that you're facing. This could be like an internal oppression or something external as well, I feel. Here with the King of Cups as your guidance card, this is kind of the person that you need right now. You need somebody who can come into your life to bring a little bit of emotional stability, I'd say. If it was like the Queen of Cups, I'd say more of like emotional stability. I think that you need somebody in your life right now who's gone through similar experiences to what you're experiencing right now, and who can help best guide you towards the 6 of Wands here as your outcome. So some kind of celebration of sorts. So Libra, right now I kind of see for you, I think that with this Page of Cups card, it's saying that you're following just like a really bad route here. It could just be like I just think like with the Page of Pentacles here, I think that you're trying to build something right now. I think that you're trying to work towards like a career goal, for instance. But you have like these maybe externalities, these things in your life right now that are kind of holding you back and like emotionally like stunting you in some ways. It could just be that you're acting on things without thinking them through all the way, Libra. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. And I think that because of that, it's like a solution card with the 9 of Swords. I could just see it as like the solution is that you kind of need to like find a way to cast away this 9 of Swords here. You're kind of causing too many problems for yourself right now, Libra, because like you have like these really vague notions of like what you really want in life. You're not really sure what's fulfilling for you, and I kind of see that here. It's just like a lot of like just like immaturity basically, and a struggle to move forward on something. I think that right now you could be in a situation where maybe you had this great job going for you, and maybe you walked out of it to be with somebody who you thought that was, and maybe you walked out of this job to be with somebody who you thought who was going to be more perfect for you. But I could see that as causing, I mean, that's what the 9 of Swords here is saying. It's causing you like a lot of like turmoil and issues. Maybe this relationship wasn't all that it was made out to be. And maybe in the long run, it's kind of like a detriment to like this career that you wanted to build. So you're kind of like in a situation right now, Libra, I think, where you're having to weigh up 2 different things. You have like this, maybe like this possibility of like a relationship that is like really vague and indistinct and probably won't work. And you have the other possibility of like focusing on this task and like building yourself up. And you kind of need to decide what your outcome's going to be here with the 6 of Wands. Like what's going to make you feel celebratory, Libra. And I'd say if you're in a situation right now, in this very specific situation where you walked out of a job because you wanted to be with somebody who you think is not, you're starting to feel like this person isn't quite for me. I don't think that's going to lead to the celebratory outcome here. I think right now you kind of need like this King of Cups here. You need somebody in your life, and it doesn't have to be a male necessarily, because, like the king, you'd think it would imply like it has to be some male figure. It can be anybody. It can be any person coming into your life right now who is able to offer a more well-rounded, it's anybody who could come into your life right now to offer a more well-rounded perspective on these issues that you're facing right now. And it could be somebody who's actually far more accomplished in the field that you want to be in. But it doesn't have to be like somebody who you're working with per se. It doesn't have to be like some some person like the same field. But I think that this person is going to be able to bring like a lot of stability to your life, so long as you kind of listen to them and understand their stories. I think like right now you could be holding on to like this Page of Cups, this kind of like indistinct, this negative relationship, because you're under some kind of pressure to walk away from this Five of Cups situation here. I think that maybe you've been through so many of these like kind of like indistinct relationships. You just keep on entering these relationships and you're not quite sure why, Libra. And you've never really taken the time to fully understand like what you want in a partner. I think that that's the big problem here, Libra. So you were going down this path of kind of, okay, I'm not going to focus on these people then. I'm just going to focus on building myself up. And now that was a positive way to go. But I think that there's been a little bit of a curve in the road, a little bit of a detour, and now you're back where you normally are, Libra. And so that's not good to see. But there's always the opportunity to correct course and to get out of this situation. If you're in a situation right now where you're in these constant relationships that are just not positive for you, you keep on going through the same thing with like the same source of people, and it's bringing you this Nine of Swords energy. It's bringing you this this internal oppression and anguish. You need to find a way to get out of that. And I think the best way to get out of it is not through like your own experiences. It can be really difficult to pull yourself out. You kind of need to find this King of Cups. You need a mentor right now who's been through those same experiences and can help pull you out so that you can focus on building yourself up, Libra. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. It's a very distinctive story. So if this resonates with you, please check out your moon and rising as well. And also feel free to subscribe and like this video for more. Thank you so much, Libra.